way, and the guy's doing like this. And they fake, see, because any given time, they were doing it with their hand at first, right? Then all of a sudden, one of the guys turned around, and something was in his hand. But it was too late for anybody to move, because just like you all sitting there, you didn't think, because he did it so many times, that something was going to be in his hand. And then so all of a sudden, he just opened up. And you could hear it, and you could see the flames coming out of it. You could see the flames coming out of it. And actually, to be honest with you, I'm looking at the gun, and it almost like I could feel the gun, like if it was right there, because I felt the bullets going, just shooting by me. And I'm sitting, but you know what? You would think to run. And I thought the same thing, but for a second, I couldn't move, because I couldn't believe he was shooting. And then the other guy, I clearly saw him, the other one who was faking the gun, he spent the round. And then all of a sudden, he starts shooting. And I start hearing people, just like you sitting here, just imagine, you're not having time to run, and somebody just starts shooting into the crowd. You gotta, first of all, get your thoughts together. You're gonna try to get up, you're gonna try to move, run in whatever direction, and you're gonna start stumbling over each other. Because what started happening, people start falling. And I start seeing people stepping, people laughing, and we running. And we running, but your heart is beating because you're afraid. And you don't know what's gonna happen, because if you've never experienced being shot at or even being shot, you know, for one moment, it gives you a rush because you're scared, but you don't want to get hit. And you see people falling, and we screaming, and we running, and all of a sudden we get behind a boat, and we like, oh, Joe, you okay? And we like, oh, man, he was shooting at us, Joe. We looking, and we like, Joe, woo! Joe, I was like, ooh, and we start checking to see. I was like, man, what's up? Where Drac at? Oh, there go Drac, there go Swing, there go Ernest. Wait, but there go Ramon. We looking at everybody, and it's like, all right, you good? I'm home, I'm good. It's like, where Marlon at? I said, oh, he ran past me. He ran up into the building. I said, I saw my brother, because when I was running, I remember my shirt going past. I saw his shirt run past me and run up in the building. So I was telling everybody, he ran up in the building. So they went upstairs and they was checking. And then my other brother, LT, he was looking for him. He said, he ain't up there. Then all of a sudden, a girl runs around the corner, and she just dripping with blood. And she like, they shot Marlon.
That's why it's
So we run back around there. Now, nobody laughing, because we thought we all escaped it. We thought we all got away, that we was all safe. And I can hear my mother saying, I don't think it's a good idea for y'all to go. That's too far. This party's not worth your life. And I said, why does she use those words? It's not worth your life. Everything that seems fun ain't always what? Fun. It's a time and a place for any and every what? Maybe next time. Wait until next time. Wait until next time. She kept telling me about next time. And I'm only thinking if I would have listened to my elder, listened to the advice of someone who has lived longer than who can foresee what I was seeing. That moment, I was seeing momentary happiness. Going there and just being able to jam to some music. But if I knew the consequences of it, as I ran back around the corner and I looked down, right? And I'm looking down, and the girl, she's bleeding, and I ran past another brother, and I looked over there, and me and him tumbled with Jesse White, and I look at Tran, and I see his leg look like it's just over to the side. He had got shot in the leg. And then I looked over there at another girl, Keisha, and she was shot on her side, and they was holding her. It was like being in a war zone. This had taken place, and I was a part of it, but I didn't volunteer, or I didn't enlist into the army. I wasn't planning on seeing this as a child. This wasn't my vision of growing up. I've never wanted to experience this, but it happened. So, you know, I'm just saying, until you have to run and grab your brother, get down and grab your brother and hold your brother and put his head up, and he's screaming and he's hollering, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? I felt the back of my brother's head, And what I'm trying to tell you is, my hands went inside of his head. The bullet went through the front and it shot out the back of his head. And he was worried about, I'm sorry I messed up your shirt. I hope mama ain't gonna be mad. Am I gonna live? I'm gonna live, right? I'm gonna live. What would you say to somebody that you love, that you planning on spending the rest of your life with, having in your life, and you know that is a possibility? You've never seen anything like this as a child, and your sister, your brother is laying in your lap, and you telling them, and they're asking you, are they gonna live? Do you have the power to give them life? I'm asking the question, do you have the power to give them life?
No.
But you do have the power to make better what? Decisions and choices. You see, because I want you to think about all those things you thought was important. Your room, your Xbox, your game. Is it more valuable than that person's what? Life. Now that I'm telling you this, see, that was my brother, Marlon. Wait. See, I'm telling you, this means all memories all remain living on. See, when I say that, I want you to understand, whatever you experience, it becomes a what? Part of you. It becomes a memory. Whether it's good or whether it's what?
Bad.
It still becomes a what? Part of you. Try to have as many good, positive, productive memories so that you can elevate, rise, and accomplish the things that you have been placed on this earth to do. You got to understand this. There's two things for you to do. Live and what? What are you going to do in between? What is your legacy going to be? What will people remember about you? See, I remember the moment that this transpired or took place with my brother, but my memories of him, oh, they're so wonderful. Oh, they're so great. He is such a beautiful person. He's the reason that I'm here with you today. He's the reason why I speak to you like I speak to you. He's the reason why I give you unconditional love. Regardless when you're thinking I'm trying to be mean or I'm disciplining you. That's him saying, let me live on. Let me live. Let them understand how important and how great they are. They don't see it. They don't know it. You know, if I get one opportunity, one chance, and I can say to him again, and I can embrace him and just let him know, and hug him and say, man, I love you. You don't know how much I love you. You don't know how much you mean to me. See, but in the physical, like you and I are sitting here right now, I'll never probably get that opportunity to do that. But I'm hoping that I'm extending his love, extending his concern, extending his power, his greatness, his gift. I continue to tell you all that you're a gift. But I guess you're not understanding when I say you're a gift, that you're worthy of being treasured. You're worthy of being valued. But again, only reason I say that is because I see that you treat your shoes better than you treat yourself. You treat the objects that are around you better than you treat you. How many of you are willing to take the time out to appreciate yourself? Tell me something that you can do to show appreciation for yourself. Yes. I can't hear you say it loud.
You gotta respect yourself.
You gotta respect yourself. I can't hear you.
Take responsibility for our own actions.
Take responsibility for your own actions.
Have a positive effect on the people, you and the people around you.
Have a positive effect on the people and the people around you. Yes, sir.
Watch how you carry yourself.
Watch how you carry yourself. Be a what? An example setter. Others are watching who?
You.
You. This is why we have been put in a certain category, because people come inside of our community and they don't look at the people who are doing positive and great and wonderful things. They look at the people who are standing on the outskirts, who choose to stand on the corner and do what? Hustle. No, they not hustling, they killing. It ain't even a hustle. Anytime you can take poison and give to another human being, you might as well get rat poison and say, do yourself in. Because eventually, if you continue to give them this substance only take away, it abuses, hurt, harm, and causes the effect to trickle down to the children. Am I correct?
Yes.
You got to be conscious. You got to be aware. Because as long as we're conscious and aware, we're going to stay what?
Alive.
Alive. The moment we lose consciousness, you might as well allow yourselves to sit in somebody's arms and let your life leave out of your body. Because it becomes hazardous to everybody when we got people walking around and don't know their purpose for walking around or why they even existed. Because if they don't care, they're liable to do anything. It takes a heartless person to go and take another person's life. You shouldn't take a life if you can't give away. What y'all think about that? Everybody up?